What is up, YouTube? Hope you guys are all freaking doing well. Jaden back here for another video. This time not a lift, but let this truck pass because it's so loud. But a freaking walk and talk. So, if you guys have watched the recent videos, or if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I just recently redislocated my shoulder again for the 5th time. Right shoulder interior dislocation. Quick kind of history run through. Dislocated for the first time wrestling in my final year, senior year of high school. Dislocated it again that following lacrosse season. Not actually playing lacrosse, but during the lacrosse season. And then proceeded to dislocate it for the 3rd time and 4th time, first year of university in rugby games, respectively. Twice, essentially, during collision tackles. And then this 5th time, just recently during a wrestling rugby conditioning drill, and it got kind of popped up at an awkward angle and just dislocated. So 5 freaking times, and at this point, if you're someone that, enjoys lifting, which I'm assuming a lot of you guys are if you're watching this video, you know how annoying it can be to have to kind of restructure your training, your just routine over a routine injury, right? Because, a lot of times, first of all, these things are unpredictable, right? You never know what's going to happen again. You try your best to recover, to get that shoulder reducted and solidified, feeling strong. And as soon as you're feeling strong again and PRing, guess what? That's when you're most susceptible because your tendons are under the most stress. That's sort of what I just went through. So I thought I'd make a video just talking about kind of longevity and, well, just future sight and kind of just how I feel overall. Just kind of being frank. I mean, I'm going to be honest. My true passion is bodybuilding. It's being in the gym. It's pushing myself weight-wise, getting stronger, getting bigger, and kind of just having that mental fortitude that comes with being confident in yourself, knowing that where you are now, you have built that over time, brick by brick, and that you are a result of sort of everything you put in. I think bodybuilding for me really sort of represents that, exemplifies that. It started when I was 13. It transformed me physically, but also mentally. I think that's what's most important. And I think that's really why I love the sport. It's been with me for so long on so many of my journeys. And it's kind of defined for me my own drive towards constant betterment. And, just striving for something more, Also, I just love the sport, man. I love the meal prepping, love the meal planning, love the consistency, the routine, seeing yourself getting better every day, step by step. I freaking love it. I love it. And so for me, it's like, man, looking at this long term, 5th shoulder dislocation, looking to the future, it's like, if I really want to bodybuild, which I do, I genuinely do, I want to get my natural pro card. And from there, who freaking knows? But that is the goal. I'm 18 years old right now, and really now is when I need to dig in, go full throttle. That's how I see it. If I really want that, well, I need to start thinking, how am I going to best achieve my dream here? How am I going to prioritize my own recovery and longevity? Because longevity is the freaking name of the game in a sport, in a hobby like bodybuilding. And so, I think what I'm trying to say is bodybuilding is my number one. Bodybuilding is my priority, and no matter how many times I get injured, I will do anything I can to get back to a position where I can continue doing this, because I love this. I love making these videos. I love being in the gym, PRing, recording it all, progressing on all my lifts, taking it all in, and gaining that confidence that I know I can push myself harder and harder every session and improve slowly but slowly over time. And then, you get to a point where you look back and you just see, man, all those bricks built a freaking pyramid that has put you at the pinnacle. And that's what's so awesome, in my humble opinion. So for all of you, I guess, that are injured, recovering, maybe you had a setback, a minor setback, a big setback, always think, what is your long-term goal? And then restructure your recovery and your steps forward based around that. If I came to this as my long-term goal being, I want to play rugby, I want to play in college, maybe play professionally, semi-professionally after, well, my goal would totally shift. I'd say, you know what? want to take as much time off the gym as possible. I might even stop lifting entirely. Just focus on mobility, recovery, and getting back on the field to freaking play. But you need to be honest with yourself. Do I have any interest in playing pro rugby, semi-pro rugby? No. Right? Do I love playing team sports? Yes, absolutely. Do I love lifting? Yes. What have I kept up with throughout my entire sports career? Lifting. Since I was 13, before I started playing, well, it's not true. I started playing team sports when I was freaking a little tot. But, the one consistent thing throughout my high school years and my college years have been lifting. It's always been there for me, and it's my true passion athletically. That I can tell at this point. And so for me, it's like, when it comes to prioritization, my idea of longevity is how long can I lift for? How long can I continue this true passion of mine? And I think a lot of people, they'll get injured, they'll get setback, and the road ahead looks cloudy, it looks dark. They don't know what to say, they don't know what to think. A lot of times people will get injured and they'll get asked like, hey, how you doing? And when are you gonna go back to this, back to that? They have a hard time answering because they don't know what exactly it is they're even striving to get back to. So I think having a clear picture of what is your long-term goal, what is going to get you there as soon as possible, that is key. That's kind of what I'm trying to allude to here. And so for me, at the moment, full focus on getting back to lifting, getting back to bodybuilding, making sure my nutrition and my body can heal and get back to a point where I can be consistent over a long period of time, progressing lifts, strength, and all that stuff, because that is ultimately what leads to being a successful bodybuilder, successful weightlifter. Those two are not the same, but very similar oftentimes when you're trying to progress, get stronger, and build muscle. So, will videos be stopping? No. Will intensity be getting lowered? No. Will my own mental fortitude be suppressed by this injury? I don't think so. I think I'm going to keep my head up and keep pushing hard. If any of you guys are doing the same, going through a similar injury, a similar sort of setback, just try and push through just as equally with that focus on that final goal, that ultimate reason that you are pushing every day in and out, because that will over time build a system of longevity for you, for your body, for your mind. You have to have those long-term goals, and you have to know what you're really striving to pursue and freaking take it by the horns, especially if that bull is giving you a hard freaking time. That was a terrible analogy. But I hope you liked how freaking, I don't know, comical that little spiel was. But, look, guys, what I'm trying to say here is if you're going through a similar injury, I mean, this is my 5th freaking dislocation at this point, 3 in the past year, essentially, literally, less than a year. And, yeah, don't let the world freaking tell you what you should do. Don't feel pressured to do something you don't want to do. If you have goals that don't align with people around you, with, whatever preconceived notions of who you should be are, step away. Within reason, don't do something stupid, but if your goals are what you think are best for you, genuinely, and that's what your dream is, that's where your dream lies, be a bit selfish. Make sure that you are able to pursue those goals and actually put in the work that you need to get to where you want to be safely and looking always with that forward sight towards longevity. So that's my little spiel, ending, little walk and talk. Just kind of wanted to get that out of my chest because it's tough, man. It's tough being injured over and over and over again. It's not freaking easy. And sometimes you just feel like, fuck, man, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? But there's always a freaking road ahead. You just got to look as far ahead as you can and sort of see that future that's waiting for you as long as you put in the work and get back to where you need to be. And that's what I'm certainly going to be looking at over these next few weeks as we recover and get back to baseline here so that I can really keep pursuing my passion, my dream, and share it all with you guys. So that's the TLDR. Thank you guys for checking in like usual. Stay lean, stay huge, stay hungry. And I'll see you in the next episode of whatever it is that I post. Peace out.